this man don't have a case. Honestly speaking, in my opinion, we have. Wow, Sister Ify, where have you been? Jesus. Hey, Merry Christmas first, Sister Ify. Wow. Sister Ify, you just leave me. You abandon me. You let your sisters there. Man, that they choke me for a year. You're looking beautiful, sis. How are you?
Good afternoon. Merry Christmas. Good afternoon, everybody. Uncle B.
My lovely sister. I don't miss you, man, with your bass boost.
I was in Nigeria for a while. I just got back.
Oh, thank God for safe trip. You see now, see the way you look fresh.
Sister Ify, we miss you.
Bro, good afternoon. Merry Christmas, sir.
Sister Ify, me and you, we go talk. We have a lot of show to cover. But Sister Ify, first of all, have you been following this case?
Let me break your heart.
Case.
Calm down. Let me break your heart. I'm going to say some things, but I'm not going to call names, okay?
All right.
Everything Doris Ogala said is 100% right. Not only that, Chris Okafor has somebody else here in America here. I'm not going to call her. In fact, let me tell you, she's here in Georgia. I know very well. Has been going on for the past 4 years. In fact, 2 days ago, somebody called me and was telling me about the case.
Wow.
We all know the family, right? And she told me that the girl's elder sister called and said, guess what? Few weeks ago, we'll be having a wedding next year for her younger sister with Chris Okafor. We are having a shebi organized next year. She was like, who, hallelujah. But, why I know that it's true is that the same girl will always send me Chris Okafor's crusade here in Atlanta. I'm like,
oh my God.
I don't care about pastors. I've said it so many times. I haven't been to church in about 6 or 7 years. So I don't like people inviting me to their program. So she called the girl's elder sister and said, did you see what is going on social media? She said, no. She said, turn social media and see what is going on about your so-called soon-to-be brother-in-law.
Are you for real?
I'm not kidding you. I am not kidding you. This will shock you, right? I want to call you. That will shock you, right? And this girl has been going back to Nigeria, back and forth.
Oh, God.
Back and forth. So everything Doris Ogala said, 100%. I don't know Doris Ogala. She's the, I don't know her well, but she has her own issues. But for a woman to come out on social media, knowing the implication of defamation, of knowing how, I don't call Chris powerful, I don't even call him pastor. She knows what she's saying, and Chris knows. So, in terms of what the girl is saying, was the so-called daughter, you're going to ask yourself, you impregnated somebody and had a baby, the first one, you didn't marry the lady. You married a first wife with 4 children. That one wasn't enough for you. And then this is your second marriage. Hopefully this one will have children. So you're going to have kids. Well, I don't have no problem with that. I'm not judging him. With 3 different women. What are you going to tell your congregation, your followers?
Wow.
So this guy is not smart enough. You are talking about VDM. This is somebody who doesn't have anything to lose. He will always tell you, I'm already on the ground. He doesn't have any business, that he's running, that you will say, I'm going to tarnish your image. Which image? He will tell you that he doesn't even have any image. And like my brother said, this guy has made a name for himself. He will tell you, I don't collect money for any influencing and all that stuff. I'm not an influencer. Nobody will pay me. Nobody can afford to pay me. When somebody with that integrity can open his mouth in Nigeria and tell you that if EFCC cannot arrest him, they arrested him, they couldn't find anything illegal. That's integrity right there. So Chris Okafor might not know that this man has more information. He will be shocked if this is his daughter, which I believe that this young girl and BDM cannot just come out. You remember the first time he just played a clip and won Chris Okafor. But now Chris Okafor pissed him off, and now he released the whole full conversation. Do I believe it? Yes. I don't think this girl can just come out and be talking about this thing. I don't think VDM, I'm sure he must have done his groundwork.
Of course, he's very smart.
So Chris Okafor is the dumbest idiot ever. He is so dumb. He's such
Sister Ivy,
yeah.
Sister Ivy, no vessel. I just want to make sure I hear what you said correctly.
You heard me right.
So
I don't want to call the girl's name.
no problem.
But
so you know why I believe what you're saying? There is a video circulating. They even shared the video in our backstage, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, when he was taking a trip to Atlanta. I said, "Oh, Atlanta, I'm coming. We haven't." So I'm beginning to link it now. As soon as you said there is a lady in Atlanta, so I just wanted to make it clear that I heard very well. He have a lady in Atlanta that he was going to get married to, and they are already planning the wedding. The wedding is scheduled for next year. And now he married Pearl. Make that no vessel. If my girls are here, they will pronounce it very well. The new wife, which I call Nwakeego. So he married the new wife and already promised a girl marriage in Atlanta. Is that what you're saying, man?
Promised Doris.
He promised Doris marriage. He promised that girl in Atlanta marriage, and then he married Pearl, right?
So, if you listen to what Doris said, Fisher, I don't know. Doris said that Pearl is pregnant.
Yeah.
And his family, the girls, her family forced him that, he must marry. The only problem what we have here, let's say she's pregnant, when she has a baby, we might not know, just say the timing. But, whatever Doris is saying, at least there is 90% atom of truth in what she's saying. I don't think she's making this up.
No.
But again, the reason why we are having this discussion is because some people are idiots and some of them are dumb ASS, right? Some people will still go to that church. I'm sorry for the new wife. We are all waiting to see how this is gonna last. The girl is a young girl. Why would you put yourself in that mess?
But Sister Ify, just to answer the question you just asked, when Doris said he impregnated that girl, that the parent was like, "Dude, you effed up. If you don't marry her, we're gonna go public with this." And Doris said it was a forced marriage. Yes, a lot of people doubted it. And even me, according to how my Abby described it, Abby said people are quick to judge women in Nigeria by saying they are bitter X. Even me, I look at it like, well, maybe it's just a bitter X, just trying to throw a wrench in the marriage. But with this new information now, that he already had a lady, they were planning to get married next year. And add that to what Pastor Olumide said, because Pastor Olumide is the only one that came out so far now to say he is my friend. I introduced him to Ashimolowo. Add that to Pastor Olumide saying, I don't even know this guy is getting married. We still spoke on phone. On the very day he's getting married, he did not mention it. Who is this guy, for Christ's sake? So, my sister, I am lost now.
No, you're not lost. Time will tell. We'll hear as time goes on. I call him troublemaker. He said, "Let the party begin." We'll be all drinking. Let the party begin. And again, like I said, honestly speaking, why would you argue with somebody who doesn't have anything to lose?
I don't get it.
So there are some things people will say, somebody will say about me. I just look at it and be like, because the more you open your mouth to respond, you are dragging the case. But if you shut your mouth up, highest 1 week, nobody will talk about it again.
Mm-hmm.
If this man has shut his mouth up, right? Nobody will be talking about that VDM. But
exactly.
Now, he has involved a lawyer. And if you listen to that case very well, that
Maxwell. The lawyer?
Yes. We know the lawyer. We've met now. I know you. So Vivian knows the lawyer very well. It's going to be a very interesting case.
I think the lawyer just want to make his money.
Of course.
That's just my take. I think he just want to. He knew very well that this man has no case, especially with the daughters coming out.
Of course.
The daughters accusing him with Doris over there. Reddit. I mentioned talking about Doris. No verse, my sister and Uncle Patrick. Even though I'm about to round up, let me quickly play Doris' response to this lawyer allegation on Very Dark Man. I don't know if everybody have heard it, but take a listen.
I need to reach out to that